Hey everybody, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am working on a Making with My Mess. We are in the middle of our envelope series, and I have done a modification to the sew in pocket page. So you would sew this into a signature. You don't have to. I mean, if you wanted to, you could glue it on the edge of a page as double pockets. So, I mean, it is up to you, but the idea would be, if you did that, you would need to seal it, because the idea is once you've got this together, sewing it would close the pockets off so that you would have a pocket on this side and then a pocket on this side and signature pages in between, or if this was your signature center, either way, but sewing it into the signature would seal your pockets. So the way I did this is 2 envelopes glued together, and then I decorated it. So I decorated the outside. You flip it over. You could probably write in there. This envelope has not been decorated, so if we get some time, maybe we will get there. I don't know. We'll have to see. I wanted to show you a couple of these that I was going to do. You can do them in all different sizes. I mean, sewing something into your signature doesn't have to be full page size, right? We like to add different size things to our journals. So I'm going to show you how I did this. And basically what I did was I opened up my envelopes like this, and then I put them facing each other like that, right? So that these tuck into each other. Okay, and this one you would tuck in here. You could glue them on the outside. It doesn't really matter. You just want these seams to come together. So you want those seams, the seam where the flap holds is your fold. So all we're doing is gluing 2 envelopes together at their fold. These ones, this one I did tuck to the in. I tucked these to the inside of the envelope. You can see here I have the flaps on the inside. Thinking about it, it probably is better to put them to the outside, just because if there's glue, you don't have to worry about it getting on your envelope or closing your pocket or anything like that. So we'll do one side at a time. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up. I'm going to put... Oh, wait, I need to refill my glue. It's getting low. I'm going to put glue along the edge, just like we do when we do any other kind of overlap. So I'm going to do the edge of this, and then I'm going to do the edge of this. Now remember that you're going to decorate this up and more than likely cover it and stuff like that. So, you know, and then we're going to turn it over and do the other side. Okay, so far so good. Again, this is not like anything new. I just was looking at my envelopes one day and I was like, you know, I could make some of those sew-in pockets that we do with different size papers. We did them in the last Making with My Mess series with the large illustrated book page pockets, and we used 1 large illustrated book page and a piece of scrapbook paper and put them together and made 2 pockets that you would sew into a signature, one on either, you know, with a fold down the middle. And here you're doing the same thing, except you're doing it with envelopes. So your pocket is already made. Now, obviously we have closed this off, right? So the only thing we need to do at this point is cut our pockets open. And since envelopes happen to be obnoxious with their sizes, I'm going to make this an even. Actually, this one's not. It's at a 1/4 inch. It's the height that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1/8. Envelopes are so obnoxious. Okay, and we're just going to cut it open. Just like that. and you have a big open envelope like that. And when you sew it in, you get a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side. And you just cover it with paper and decorate it up the way you want. Seems to fold better. Well, I don't know. Either way. So we'll do another one real quick. So there's these ones. These ones already seem to have the glue is showing through them. So we'll flip it over. And we'll line up our seams really good. Like that. And we'll do our gluing. Okay, so let's flip this over. We don't want it glued shut. Make sure that's open. And then we can glue this one down. Okay. And see, these are really quick to put together, and then you can just have them. I mean, you can either leave them plain like this, have them ready to go for when you're ready to cover them, or you can decorate them with some base paper. If you're working in a project, obviously you can decorate them with paper that you know you're gonna use in that project, or scraps that you have from working on that project, or, you know, anything like that. Now, obviously you don't have to close it to do the cut. Of course, as you can see, I glued my envelopes crooked, so this is slightly tipped. Maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Kind of find a happy medium there. All right, and then we're going to cut this off. You don't actually have to take a lot off. So if bringing it to, well, actually, you know what? I am going to take about 1/4 inch. We're just going to cut that right up the side. And again, we should have a big open pocket. And again, you fold it and sew it in your book. You can decorate these. You can decoupage them with napkins. You can cover them with journaling paper. You can, you know, a whole host of things you can do with them. You can make really tall ones. How tall are these envelopes? These are 9.5 inches. So if you wanted to, you could make really tall ones. Or you could make this and then cut it into 2. Because we have to cut it open. So say I wanted to do this. You know what? We're going to try and line this up on the grid this time, because last time I made it crooked. So see if we can't line it up a little better. And then it moves. Okay. One more. Then maybe we'll cover one, and we will but putting them together as a base goes really quick, as you can see. You just lay them down and glue them together. Okay, we're going to flip this over, fold that out, and glue this side shut. Now, as I was saying, you could do this with coordinating papers. You can put book page on here. I mean, the sky's the limit as far as decorating, as we all know. You can decorate these with anything. I mean, they're basically going to be pages in your book. They're just going to have pockets in them. So I glued underneath when I was putting the glue on. Okay. Now, we said this one was 9.5 inches. Well, maybe... Is this my straight side? Maybe what we'll do is we'll make... I didn't really glue either one of them straight, but... maybe we'll make a 6-inch pocket and a 3.5-inch pocket. So I could cut this one open here. And then I've got this little pocket that I can use. I have to repair that. But I have this little pocket I can use. And then I have a tall one. Right? This is my 6-inch one. And again, we just fold it and decorate it. This one gets folded, and it's the same thing. It's just shorter. Although this one doesn't seem to want to... There we go. Okay. So those are... That is my thought for this one. Let me see what I've got. I'm going to take this scrap that I've got. I've been cleaning up my scraps, so I'm going to be hard pressed to find scraps, guys. We're actually just going to take this. I'm going to turn it over like that. I'm going to put glue all over this envelope, and then we're going to flip it over on there. Let me get my glue mat. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a quick, I mean, you can use your cutoffs like this that I'm doing. Ooh, that's not even on the envelope, Cindy. This is what happens when you're trying to glue white envelopes against white paper. I'm going to glue to either side of the fold just because I don't want the glue to interfere with the fold. I don't know if it would, but okay. Now we're going to take this and we're going to flip it over. And we're going to put it down on here. And I guess we go all the way up to the edge. We don't have to cut as much. Of course, that also means we're cutting on our fold, but all right, let's turn it over. Okay. And then well, let's trim it. Okay. I'll take this off here. So just cut along the bottom. Like I said, it's not the end of the world if you cut the envelope open. I mean, you can just glue it closed again, but to avoid having to do so, just try not to cut. I'm the one, I'm giving this advice because I am the first one that would do it. Even with an edge to go along here, I would turn into that envelope in a heartbeat. Which is why that's why I cut so slow. I'm probably the slowest cutter you watch. Okay, and then what we do is we fold the envelope again because it is now got new paper on it. So we're just going to fold this along the envelope, our original envelope fold line, and there, that's covered on the outside. Okay, and we still have our pocket. Well, hopefully. Did I glue it shut? I might have. A little bit. Okay, so there we have that, right? Lovely, lovely. Now, I would probably put journaling paper to the inside of this. So I have this journaling paper, and this would allow me to cut off the stuff that's specific to the book it came out of. So we'll put some journaling paper on this side. I get it close to the fold, but it doesn't have to be right up against it. We don't want it to interfere with the fold. I'm not trying to add any excess bulk. So this will give me some journaling space on the outside of this pocket. So like I said, just like a page in your journal. And we can cut off this stuff that's book specific, since it's not the theme of whatever journal I'm putting this in. I can guarantee you. Okay, so we have, and see, you got lines to journal on there, and you could do one that doesn't have any lines on it. Let me see if I've got one. This one's got like the fold lines from a postal thing. So if you wanted to use it for decorating, you could maybe put this one on here, or you could just put this on here. And again, I would do it so that I could have not. These are from 39 Clues books. If any of you are looking at this and you're like, I recognize that. What is that from? These are from 39 Clues books. So, you know, like I said, anything you want to cover this stuff with. It's a great way to use up scraps, because you're not covered. You don't need. It's not a full page, so you just need, you know, a little bit of paper. You could collage on these. I'm going to try to line that up on the edge, but there's no guarantee. Okay, and then we'll cut this off. Like so. And there we have a little journaling pocket for your journal, right? Made out of envelopes. Let me see if I can find something to quick decorate this with. All right, let's try some stickers and other fun, wonderful things, and we'll see if we can't decorate this one up now that we've made a couple. I was really liking this, so I'm hoping I can put this one here. I like that. So I want to put that on there, and I'm thinking we can get some... yeah, well, if I cut the top off, we might be able to do this. Okay, we're going to try this with Fabri-Tac. Usually I bunch lace with hot glue, but we're going to try it with Fabri-Tac. Let me make sure I'm pointing upward. So we're going to go right across. I'm not going to do, just like I do with hot glue, I'm going to put it on here, and we're going to kind of, I don't necessarily want it ruffled, just kind of not flat. Does that make sense? Okay, like that. And then we take this, oops, I just put glue all over my finger, so I gotta be careful not to. Put it right on here with the lace. Uh-oh. Oh no, guys, I might have. Oh, you know what? I'll get it to stick. Sorry if my head is in the way. I'll hot glue that on there. There we go. So I had to put hot glue on there because the Fabri-Tac, because the lace was bunched up underneath that rose and it was too small to do it. So, okay, and that one's a little bit 3D. Actually, it's a lot 3D. We're going to glue this down. It's only got one little knob of foam right there. So we're going to glue that down. All right, and then we have that. And I'm thinking, I always like words and things. I don't know if I should put a word on here, but I always like the way it looks. And of course, there's always pearls. Oh, maybe we can go a little different this time. Hold on. Let me see what kind of sparklies I've got over here. I've got red sparklies. I don't know if the red would look right. Got gold sparklies. Green, definitely not. I thought I had pink sparklies. I hate it when I lose my sparklies. Oh, there they are. I don't like it when I lose all my sparklies, guys. How does this open? Oh shoot, I needed to go upstairs and do something. Put a couple of sparklies up there at the top of the lace. Let's peel them off. Oh, see? No, that doesn't work. Okay. And when I've got 3 like this, it's not so bad. Put them right up here. Oh. Guys, I don't know how hot glue manages it, but it gets everywhere. It's like Easter grass and dog hair. Okay. That's really cute, right? And then I had this other pack of these. No, it doesn't go. I was just looking for a nice little sentiment, but I don't think I have one there. And I was upstairs doing things, guys, so I'm short of stuff down here in my craft room. Oh, you know what I do have, though? I have these, which would be really nice if I found one of the... Let's find one of these that we like. Let's do this one. I wonder if I should just go straight across. Sometimes I like to cut them up, but I'm wondering if for this one I should just go straight across like that. And then we would have the front of this one done. There's a bubble that keeps rising out of there, and I'm like, oh, well, the bubble came out, so I should be able to squeeze it. Well, then I squeeze it, and it pushes the bubble back down. So obviously squeezing too soon. Right up here. Across there, like that. It says there is beauty in simplicity. There we go. So that would be, and then this other one that I decorated. And again, you could journal here. I would probably add some journaling paper there and decorate the outside of this, or decorate the inside and put journaling paper out here. I mean, you know, but I think that these are a ton of fun. And I'm going to keep this one short, guys, so we're not going to do a lot more with it. And I'm hoping that you like these. Just sew them into your journal and 2 pockets, voila, with a couple of envelopes. So I'll see you the next time I'm messing around with my mess. Bye-bye, guys.